Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure is to have you live and in charge for a whole lot of fun. Winston Throwback Series ARC cars back in action tonight for the Wednesday night. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic Valentine's Day, and if you did not, well, I'm sorry. Pretty uneventful one, but it was pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. It's all right. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you so much to all the folks being out there. Winston Throwback Series, MCI Graphics, giving you all the action today. Is you can find about trading paints. Coulter Jr. is the man, the myth, the legend behind MCI Graphics. I'll encourage you to go check them out. Race information for today at New Hampshire. 1.03 mile length track, 101 degrees on the track temperature at the start of this race. 50% fuel, 150 laps, 6 sets of tires, no fast repair. Pit road speed limit 45 miles an hour. Race information brought to you by VIP Tires and Service. All of the customer service and no BS. Starting grid. Striker is going to be your pole sitter. Andrew Phipps, your outside pole sitter. Jesse Bunnell, Kevin Savoy will make up your second row. Mark Creighton, Anthony Cronover will make up row number 3. Connor Hazel, Anthony Garland in row 4. Jeff Ramsdale, Rich Holland, row 5. Porter is going to make up row 6 with Jeff Pless to his outside. Down that starting grid, row 7, it's going to be James McRae and Anthony McPherson. John Hammond out there in the mix is going to have Donnie Williams to his outside. William Allen, William Stump in row number 9. Joshua Brock, Michael Coulter Jr. in row number 10. Last of the drivers there. Top 5 in points. We're going to get an EOL for the basis of just trying to make it interesting for the drivers. Top 5 in points. Of course, Kevin Savoy, Andrew Phipps, Jesse Bunnell. I have to look one more time. I had it pulled up and I'm not seeing it now, so give me a second here. So Jeff Ramsdale and Joshua Brock all going to be there at the end. So that they're going to get an EOL. First race they're going to do that at. Hearing some surprising things coming from these drivers a little bit later on. New Hampshire, very flat racetrack. It's like the biggest version of Martinsville you can ever get. These drivers are looking forward to having it. Miss Drive and Nathan Dillon, let's go, Donnie. Seeing the shout-outs, the likes, all that stuff going on out there. Thank you so much to everybody being out there. Nathan Dillard, Max Kinty. Max Kinty? How am I saying it? Max, how do I say your last name? John Hammond giving us a like as well. George Fiesel. Folks, I've been under the weather the last 4 days. Feel a little bit better. Can breathe. That's a big deal. Striker is going to be your pole sitter here. It's going to be very fast. Of course, fast lap for qualifying, but Strickland, no stranger to these kinds of successes. As he's going to run the number 15. I like the number, like the throwback paint scheme for Waltrip. Always a ton of fun to watch these drivers maintain some pace. Nathan, thank you for the 99 stars. I appreciate you very much. I like to see the stars. Last week, we had some stars sent. A whole lot of them. I think I need to reset the goal because I think my good friend Mr. Mandarud knocked it out of the park, more so than I would ever have expected. So I want to thank him once again Yeah, we'll have to change that. They'll pace around one more time. Anthony Crownover in the 28 will now restart on the high side. Looks like Anthony Garland will be taking up that the outside row 2. Yeah, all good things. All good things. Oh yeah, we're gonna change that goal. There it is, new goal. It'll be on the stream for you in just a moment. All right, Pageback's going to dive in. We're going to go back. We're going to go to Green Flag Racing here for 150 laps. It'll be an entertaining race nonetheless. These drivers like themselves some spiciness, and some of this racetrack is going to be a great show. Green Flag. 1 of 150. Crownover, Strickland, Creighton to the inside. 15 digs in. 28's going to be there to the outside. 15 here to clear. Connor Hazel up in the mix as well. It's going to be there with a Go Army car. As the 01 tries to dig into the corner here. It's going to be there side by side now. Clears the 81. It's going to drift up the racetrack. 81's going to be dropping in down to the bottom side. Anthony Garland still trying to make some things happen here. Good working race line for him. Keeping it out of the wall is going to be the biggest deal here that you can ask for. Crownover in the 28 up 4 as the other drivers drop to the back. Brock, one of those drivers, as they dig into the corner. Andrew Phipps already up a couple, having a drop to the back. He's going to have the 17 of Bunnell to the inside. Ramsdale back there as well. 97 trying to work back through the corners, get himself up in the mix as they continue to work. Kevin Savoy already. Kevin normally starts at the tail end of the field. He did qualify today, so we'll see how that position point works as he and the 41 go at it. John Hammond to the inside. Hammond driving the Kodiak 41. There's a 17 there as well. 12 up the race line. 41 still trying to dig in here. You can defend the outside line for a little bit, but tire wear is going to be huge. Stryker 30.62, the fastest lap of the race on lap 3. Right. Big dig. NordVPN giving all the secure lines on the New Hampshire racetrack. Remember, check the links in the description on Facebook and YouTube for me. If you don't, there should be some links that pop up here pretty soon for all of that. Just as time progresses, we have some timer links happening there. Yeah, definitely go check them out. One of the best things I've ever done for my stream. Mark Creighton in third right now. He's going to try to hold off Connor Hazel. 14-11 on the iRating. C-Class driver as he works the rookiness out of it. James, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you. Much love, my friend. How are you doing? Apologies, folks. I had a sneezing fit there for a moment. Striker out front. James McRae up 6 in 7th right now. Driving the 24. Trying to track down Spicy, who likes this racetrack. Is digging it. Connor Hazel right now. Anthony Garland in the 81 working his race line very nicely. Garland driving the Craft Throwback paint scheme. Some of the best paint schemes out there. And it's all derivative of what these drivers are doing. Spicy to the inside, side by side with the 01. 01 battles back on the outside. Rich Holland into 35, ready to dig in the corner. 01 pushes way up the race line. Can Holland clear him here? I think this is a battle of attrition right now. 01 pushed the corner, and Spicy just didn't expect it. Tries to work back into the race line here. 24 picking up some spots as McRae looks to dig. Kevin Savoy already up to 8th. Bunnell right behind in 9th. As they work. Right now, full second lead. Striker to crown over. And lap times 31.10. Best lap for Savoy. 31.55 was his last lap. Creighton would be the driver that he's better in 3rd. As they try to make it stick. Coulter having to jump to pits. I think he left pit lane, did something. I'm not quite sure. As they work. 15 out there. 3 coming off pit road now. There he is. The legend. Michael Coulter Jr., the first driver off of the race line. Ooh, Spicy back here. Really losing some ground now. Gets back to the inside. Looks like you got free off turn 2 there. 24 is going around him. 99 there in tow. 35, 24. We've seen that time and time again. 24 used to be driven by Joseph Grijalva in the series. 35 back to the outside of Kevin Savoy. The drive, 17, a little free off corner there. 35 right there, tight on the wall. Still trying to play catch up right now to Michael Strickland, who is out front, 1.2 second lead. Crown over in the mix right now, the 3. Going to be able to work some of this race line out of it. 50% fuel usually means the driver's going to run about 30 laps. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that. Coulter Jr. runs to his fastest lap this last time by. He's going to be able to get around the leader pretty easily here, which will put him on his 3rd lap. He's about 12 or 13 down, 14 down right now. So he's out there to drive though. So here's the 14 laps down. It's the only thing that I think about drivers that is probably the coolest thing about iRacing, because a lot of the times you just don't have that. If you have that never quit attitude, that's the way it's going to work. Smoking Designs by Andy. So what's going on? How are you doing? 15 is rolling. He is. He was your pole sitter. Right now, he's got some drivers that are inside that are top 5 drivers in points trying to play catch up. They did a drop to the end of the field thing for the top 5 drivers. Of course, Kevin Savoy right now, the points leader in the series. They're trying to make it interesting for these drivers, but the talent still starting to show. As Bunnell, who is off 4 after being sent to the back, it's going to be right there in 7th. Kevin Savoy would have started 4th. Going to drop to the back as well. Bunnell would have started 3rd. And that's the position they're trying to track down. Andrew Phipps, who was the outside pole sitter for today's race, in 9th right now, still trying to work his way forward. As these drivers still try to push some boundaries. 36.86 on the iRating for the 24. He's going to pinch the 17 down just a little bit here as McRae lets him have it. Try to run that line. A little free off corner. Ooh, 24, a little free. ARCA cars being that much more demanding right now as they continue to roll. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much for tuning back in. I knew we had a couple of day break. Normally I would have gone live, but that just didn't happen. Was just not feeling the hottest, and the leagues know why, and feeling better. I feel a little better. We're getting there, right? That's what matters. All right. Full second lead. Anthony Crown over to Stryker. Closing that distance down just a little bit. Mark Creighton in that 3 spot. Still trying to dig here. 6 sets of tires. We give him plenty of tires to work on it right now. Through that first stint of race pace that you would normally see out of him. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Did you get out there and make sure that your significant others had, had what they needed? It's important. Anthony Garland in 4th, Kevin Savoy in tow. Garland 32.06 on his race pace. Kevin Savoy 31.70. Right now, 0.2 of a second faster than Stryker, who was out front quite a while. 3.6 second difference. And Kevin just trying to be that much faster. 17 very stable there. Looks very nice. There's Andrew Phibbs. Kind of want to go on board with this guy. These cars like to throw a big old monkey wrench at you every once in a while. Mark, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Mr. Redkin, a little downshifting action for the 12. Might be the key to some success here. Let's see what Kevin Savoy is doing here. Down to the bottom side. Got Anthony Garland in front of him. Rob Van Nest, appreciate you. He's pushing the 81 tight here. 99 dives in the corner there. 81 will be able to defend. Kevin Savoy pushing that much tighter. Not necessarily a good thing. As the 81 works on his race pace, just trying to take care of the tires. That's the big thing. 3.4 second difference. Anthony Garland Michael Strickland to Kevin Savoy. Jesse Bunnell in action. Bunnell is, doing what he does. He doesn't like finishing behind Kevin Savoy, but he's done it often enough. There's the VIP Tires and Service on show that we like to talk to, Mr. Mark Creighton. 24 right behind. A lot of the drivers that had to run from the back and work their way forward, well, they're doing that. Jeff Ramsdale, right where he qualified. So he worked from the back to the front. 5th in points here. Gets himself back around. The only driver that really hasn't improved all that much is Joshua Brock as he continues to go. Oh, HelloFresh, part of the platform. Check the link in the description. Sign up today. A pretty big discount on your first box. And reminder that you can get meals for 2 or 3 people. You can choose how many meals you want a week. Right now, if you want to try it out, they give you a pretty big discount on it. So I'd go and check it. Free off the corner is the 15. Stryker to work that second lane. This thing runs green for 150 laps. You get to see pretty interesting race pace. 15 clears the corner, gets himself back into the mix here. Andrew Phipps, fastest driver on the race line right now, 31.74. Everybody else in a 31.8 and a 31.9. Stryker runs a 32 flat this last time, or 31.99. Crownover catching a little bit of pace. Anthony Garland back to fifth now, 32.30. He's got Bunnell top three in points, basically 1, 2, 3 as they stand. Crownover will be the next driver they're trying to track down, but Anthony Crownover still very fast here. Kevin Savoy in second, still trying to work his way forward. Looking good, Mr. Strickland. My three sons out there. How are you doing, dear? It is the Culver family. Appreciate you. Hope that you are having a wonderful evening. How was your Valentine's Day, Cheryl? 15 trying to maintain some pace. Just doing what he can. These old legendary ARCA cars. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button, hit the share, hit the follow. Subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell, let you know that when we go live. It's an absolute dream to be able to do so, which we appreciate. Folks, debating on doing some other content commentating as well. So maybe in the future, we might be looking at the possibility of not just iRacing, but maybe some more esports platforms. Right now, Bunnell and Savoy faster than your race leader. As we see John Hammond to pit road, be the first of the takers of the new tires, putting himself on a different strategy, trying to even some things out here on the playing field. This is the 41. Possibly go a lap down, but it'd be pretty easy to get yourself back around here. Put some new tires on those on these things. This thing will run like a dream. But 1.3 second fall off as Crownover works 35 laps on his tires. Drivers will try to make it work for as long as they can. Savoy and Bunnell is going to be in second and third here as they try to extend their race pace. 31.85, 31.82 last laps. Bunnell, the fastest of the drivers. Of course, drivers coming into pit road working on getting themselves their tires and fuel. Hammond coming off pit road right now will be a lap down. Stryker coming on the front straightaway. We'll look to dig here. Pit road speed being 45 miles an hour means you got to get in and out as fast as possible. Big deal there. Holly, how are you doing, dear? How was your Valentine's Day? Coulter back here. He had a late start, so he started several laps down, but he's up there running. Holly, good to see you, my dear. Out there on Facebook. Much love to the 315 to pit road. Kevin Savoy is going to come around and lead now. And as it would be, he's back out front. Andrew Phipps under fire from the 33. 33 is William Allen. Crownover there in 16th. Will Allen naturally right now a lap, not naturally a lap down, trying to work it. Whoa, free in front of the 28. Tags the 28. Wade's going to be able to hold on to the brakes. And the drivers on pit road right now getting tires. Going to benefit from that. 33 of Will Allen. Free off the corner. First caution comes out. Napa know-how. Yeah, you ain't lying. It is a Napa know-how situation. But this one is a caution. Here's a look at what's going on here. 33 on the outside of the 12. 12 on older tires. 33 digs into the corner here. Just runs up the racetrack. Gets back in the throttle a little bit too soon. He's free right there. And it snaps on him. And just a little kiss to the 28. Is more of a hit to the 33 than the 28. So we'll see how that's going to work. Some drivers going to be stuck laps down And that is, it's going to be tough. Will Allen, 33, brings out the first caution. Everybody else coming to pit road. Stryker is going to be able to come off. I think he should be pretty close to being the race leader. Drivers are not leaving pit road just yet, so Stryker will reassume the lead here. And no doubt find more drivers getting themselves back around. I think the lucky dog was... John Hammond was on the lead lap. I think Crownover is waiting for a free pass here. So John Hammond was your lucky dog. Anthony Crownover there. Brandon Porter in the 11. Man, kind of wish it would have ran green. I would love to have seen what this race pace would have been like. Drivers looking for free passes. Stryker back here. A couple of drivers in front of him. Coulter Jr., one of those drivers. Man, oh man. Sorry about that, folks. A little cough going on there. He's trying not to. First caution. Stryker is going to have the restart here. Single file restart. Kevin Savoy faster on the long run. Was catching Stryker here, so maybe some maintaining of these tires. Going to have to come more in play. Was able to run away a little bit there when he came to pit road. Strickland still fastest lap of the race. Kevin Savoy's going to be able to get out there and run now. Maybe just trying to work through the field is what helped him save so much there. We'll see what's going to happen now as these drivers are going to be able to push a little bit harder. Strickland goes. Green flag, 42 of 150. A third of the way through this one. Jason Pearson, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. 99 off the corner. Bunnell right there in the race pace with the 99. Andrew Phipps closing back in the distance. They work. 17 to the inside of the 99. 99 is going to give the 17. That look. They go to town. Just a moment. We'll throw it on exciting. Watch the battles ever so lightning fast. Forward McPherson up the racetrack. 97 of Ramsdale tries to get himself back up there in the top 5. Wants to finish there to be able to gain some points and be able to keep that race pace where it is. Joshua Braca, the 1 and 13th up 6th. Did not qualify. Will Allen back out, getting the car fixed. Spent 3 minutes on pit road. 6 laps down for that driver. Coulter Jr. Off 12. Was able to get a lap back during that stint. So he's going to be able to be just fine. 15 on front over to the 17. Bunnell runs his fastest laps of the race now because they've got some cleaner air James Gresham, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Good luck, good run for them as they continue to work. Strickland, Bunnell, Savoy, Phipps, Garland will be your top 5. '15 has the race pace. Bunnell. These guys are short track drivers. I like Stryker's drivability on short tracks. We watched him win the Xfinity Series at this racetrack. Now he's going to be trying to capitalize once again. 17, trying to dig out front. Savoy trying to save. 31.10 is still his fastest lap. His last lap. 31.40. Phipps closing in. Holland, the spiciness of the drivers, runs his fastest lap of the race. His drivers still trying to contend and dig the race line. Hope you're enjoying the race. Time for me to take a hydrate break. Want to keep the voice nice and refreshed. Right back, throw you on intermission. These drivers will be just fine. Those are supposed to work already. Sorry about that, folks.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Yeah, no, sometimes I'm a work in progress. Bunnell out front takes over the lead just a moment ago. So led for a couple of laps during that little onslaught of me trying to fix things the way they're supposed to be. Strickland's going to be in second here. Kevin Savoy in third. Phipps in fourth. Anthony Garland in fifth. As they outwork. Jesse would started third. If not for the ULs, works his way out front. Stryker, half-second difference here as Kevin Savoy tries to lean on the car a little bit. Anthony Garland in that 5 spot, and he's a New Hampshire native. Really likes this racetrack. He's from Rochester. You're seeing his little guy. He is going to be at Daytona this weekend, folks. If you're not tuned in for the festivities this weekend, well, tomorrow I'll be live streaming during the day, but tomorrow evening I'm going to be working, so I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow night. Friday night, we're going to be back with the Chop Shop Racing Series. They're going to have their Friday locked in with the Xfinity Series. Saturday, we have that double header going on, so that will be the Chop Shop. Friday's the Chop Shop Next Generation Cup Series. I believe the Xfinity Series on Saturday. I might be flip-flopped. I think it's that way because, I'm tired. Anywho, I've got it all. I might have it all mixed up. Anyway, Chop Shop's on Friday and Saturday. Saturday at 4 p.m. Friday at 8:30 Eastern, 8:15 Eastern. I put them up kind of early. And then Saturday night, the Dirt Assassin Series. I believe we're going to be doing Dirt Anarchy on Sunday night, but Outcast Racing League will be off this week. So Anthony Garland, part of that. For those fine folks over there. All right. What's happening here? 97. Ooh, that was a good little battle. Mark Creighton to the outside, 97 to the inside. Ramsdale up 1. And work his way from the back to 9th. Now has worked it into 8th as the 54's way down low on the racetrack. McRae in the 24 up 6 is going to be right there in front of Ramsdale. Jeff, a super fast driver. We've seen Jeff race for the better part of 2 years now. Kind of crazy to think. Lots of different internal battles going on here. Here's your dashboard for Anthony Garland. 118 out of the corner to 148. Digging out. Bunnell's 3/4 of a second lead over Stryker here. As Kevin Savoy looks to drop 2.5 back. Andrew Phipps in tow. Anthony Garland going to be right behind. Drivers came in on lap 36 to 38. 36 for Stryker. But was on pit road when the caution came out, so he was already in his pit stall. He was able to stay on the lead lap and reassume the lead. He is your pole sitter. Bunnell is going to be holding on for dear goodness. Kevin Savoy digs for the third week in a row. Likes to work his way from the back to the front. Kevin Savoy with 9 wins on the season. Phipps was 6. Jesse Bunnell was 6. Last week, Andrew Phipps got a win, got a 6th win of the series, took over 2nd place over Jesse. Andrew Phipps with 26 starts in the series. Kevin Savoy has missed a week. Jesse has missed 2 weeks. And so that is the points difference on the night. 29 points separate the 3rd place to the 2nd place, and that's what a win does. So Jesse trying to even the playing field here. They are both about 87 to 116 off of Kevin Savoy. So they're going to have to start taking wins away and getting those extra points for the win. Especially with the last 10 weeks away from the end of this season. You go back to the schedule here. This is, here it is. To pull it up. We're at New Hampshire, Dover next week, Kansas Speedway on March 1st. Then March 8th, we're going to be at Talladega. March 15th, we'll be at Charlotte. Martinsville on the 22nd. Atlanta on the 29th. Rockingham on April 5th. April 12th, Phoenix. And Homestead on April 19th, which will be my last Wednesday night broadcast, folks. Those who do not know, after this season ends, I will not be streaming on Wednesday nights, so I will be adjusting my schedule. I did have a chat with the league owners to make sure that they knew that that was going to be the case. 1.2 second difference now as Bunnell tries to outstretch his hand. 2.3 second difference from Kevin Savoy, who has a 31.58 on his last lap. As Bunnell 31.88. The driver still trying to make some things happen. Connor Hazel to pit road as the 01 comes and takes tires and fuel. Try to put himself on a different race strategy here. 66 of 150. Quick little 28-lap stint as the drivers start to work. Back to Green Flag Racing, roughly about lap 40. 41. Still working on it. 24, 35, 97. Tell you what, that 35 and the 24, I talked about it earlier. They have really been around each other all season. It doesn't matter who is in the... doesn't matter who's in the car. These drivers really pushed it. Anthony Garland coming to pit road. He's going to be another driver trying to find different race pace. Jeff Bless taking fuel only last time he came in, so he is going to be off the pace in the 48. Bless probably hurting for some tires right now. 67 to 150. Jeff Bless in 13th. He is roughly about 13 seconds off the pace. About halfway around the racetrack difference between he and Bunnell. Nobody has cracked the 31.3 or 31.4 mark, only 30.62. That's the fastest lap of the race, held by your P2 runner right now. Is the Michael Waltrip Racing race car. Looking pretty darn fantastic. 99 into the 12, still trying to play catch-up to Jesse here. They start digging on their lap 69 run. 31 laps since they've been to pit road. Stryker, you were right when the caution came out, so you have a 5 laps difference. They came back out at 41, started running there. Roughly about 28 laps of really green flag running on these tires and fuel. You see most of the drivers thinking about pit road 75 to 80. Caution, James McRae, Anthony McPherson. Backwards. Sorry, Anthony Garland. That changes some things. Just about the time I talk about green flag pit stops, caution comes out. Caution. Well, here's a look at it as they look to go forward. 24, going to run into the corner. 81 is on brand new tires. Ooh, just gets right. He brakes heavy, gets right into him. Pace difference, speed difference, off the lead lap, trying to get himself back around. One more time here from Anthony Garland's point of view. Let's go backwards. He's got new tires. We'll free off the corner here just a little bit. That's the reason why he didn't have the speed to get to the inside. Carries. He's on the brakes. He's trying to stay out of it. Car stalled out. 24 gets a rear end there, and they go back around. Big dig. Anthony Garland's going to have to stay out to get the free pass, and it's going to have some tires that are hurt. Bunnell comes in, tires and fuel for himself. Everybody trying to be on a level playing field. Kevin Savoy's going to be in third here. Andrew Phipps in fourth. Spicy in fifth. Ramsdale in sixth, up 3. Mark Creighton trying to get himself back around. Creighton driving the 54 Oreo. Joshua Brock in the Pennzoil 1. Lovely, 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 lovely day. 72 150, about halfway through this one. We'll go back to green flag racing here in about a lap or two. It'll be about that halfway part. As Bunnell leads at New Hampshire. Thinking of Dark Horizon Fishing being a part of the platform here over here. SC, of course, has a big platform factor for the Winston Throwback Series. As each of the drivers continue to improve their craft each and every week. VIP Tires and Service and our good friends over at Dark Horizon Fishing. Of course, Facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing is where you're going to book your fishing trip this summer. You're going to go to Virginia, and you're going to enjoy yourself. Rachel's going to take you out. It's going to show you where the fish are. It's going to show you a good time. Chartered fishing trips are some of the best here at the Lake of the Ozarks. We have chartered fishing companies as well. And if you want to have a pretty good time and get out and be on the water and just enjoy yourself, regardless if it's lake or ocean fishing, I can promise you'll have a good time. 81's going to get a EOL before the release. Anthony Garland at fault there, so staying out for the free pass. He could have came to pit road. He was on. I think I would have adjusted that a little differently. If he's gonna, that's a double punishment there. It's crazy. He did get into him. It is his fault, but he chose to stay out to get himself back on the lead lap. He took the EOL in lieu of that. Aren't these ARCA cars 2 generations behind the current ARCA car? They just updated the model this year. So technically they're 1 behind. And they drive... They don't drive the same. Stryker, Bunnell, 1-2. Ramsdale gets himself around Spicy here. As now Spicy goes to work. Joshua Brock into the wall. 75 of 150. But I do believe the Winston Throwback Series are going to go to Gen 6 cars here pretty soon. Somebody free back here. There's the 22 of William Stump here and the 81. Anthony Garland's going to have flat spots on his tires, so he's got to even out his race pace here. 33 of William Allen still working on getting back on his lead lap. Anthony Garland would be your lucky dog. Coulter Jr. still trying to make some things happen. Anthony Crownover moving back forward here. As these drivers give it on 70. As well, trying to make some things happen. 20 cars in the field. 76 of 150. I do believe they're going to the Gen 6 car. I think that's what was the announcement before. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen with those fine folks. Regardless if I broadcast them or not, I'm going to be pretty excited to see what's going to happen with them, because that's just who I am. Stryker, Bunnell, halfway through it. A couple of green flag pit stops away if they were to add the green flag pit stops. Anthony Crownover, Jeff Pless, one side by side here. Little duking it out. 48-28 running each other very tightly there. Into the corner, 28's going to take it. 48's kind of just letting him have it, which is probably a good idea, especially if Jeff can have a long-run race pace here. 27.06 on the I rating as he continues to work forward. 11 spots gained by Joshua Brock, who chose not to qualify. It's going to be out there. The Gen 6 League, or leagues, I'd be happy to watch. I miss that car. It's a great car. You hope they rework the tires on the next gen soon. I hope they rework the whole car. Kevin Savoy off track. Something happened to Kevin here. Back off the race line. Let's take a look. Andrew Phipps right there. Oh, he's free off corner. Takes it down. Little left front bump. Ooh. I'm trying to minimize some damage there. Oh, I take that back. That left front, pretty dinged up. I think that car needs a lot of TLC. Not saying that it should be easier to drive. I'm saying it should be less snappy. Kevin Savoy getting the car worked on here. Look at that left front. Kind of trying to look behind it. There you go. Yeah, you see that left front right there. It's got a pretty big crinkle. That'll make that thing awful to drive. I don't think it's the tire model. I think it's literally the driving model. These the next generation Cup car is something that I think would just be an absolute masterful car. And I was really excited to see it come to the simulator. But the fact that they snap unrealistically or uncharacteristically of what the car should be able to drive like in the simulators, what I dislike about it. Gen 6 car is the best car in the circuit. I love that car. Now that they've gone to the next generation for the A-Class license, I drive a lot of the trucks because I like the way they drive. Sometimes they're a little easy, but if you manage your tires, you can run a really good race, and they feel very competitive. The B cars are very dominant by certain. Just if you're really good at the B car, the Xfinity car, then you just gotta walk away from the fields. Kind of the way I look at it. Brad, giving us a like. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you. ARCA cars, I think drive like doo-doo. Oh, 15 free. Same thing happened to Savoy. 15 has to slide back up in front of the 12 here. Resume the race line. 1.1 second difference here for Phipps. Phipps is going to be able to take that line away here. We'll try to. 15 is going to be in the corner. 12 is going to send it in the corner here. 15 is going to be able to run him tight, though. Defend that race line. Never got a chance to run the Gen 6. I like that car. I miss that car. As it had its own problems. Amanda, good to see you, dear. There's hot tubs out there. That's the big thing about the Gen 6 cars, that they made so many adjustments to that car, and it made it worse as they were approaching the Gen 6 car on iRacing. And the reason, what I mean by that, is that they made the super speedway collision detection much broader, and so you couldn't bump draft like you should be able to, which was what made those cars a ton of fun to drive. Now it's a little bit different. Now that they've gone away from focusing on it, you can get yourself into good models, and I like the Gen 6 car better now. I loved it when I first started the service. Now I love it even more, because it just reminds you of the good old days. Gen 5 cars are, those things are all horsepower and no give. If you have not driven the Legacy Cup car, it's a handful. Can be fun, though. Bunnell, Phipps, Strickland, 1, 2, 3. Ramsdale, Holland, 4th and 5th. Top 5 night for Spicy as Ramsdale still tries to track himself down. Joshua Brock, 4th in points on the season, finds himself in 7th right now, trying to track down Mark Creighton. Good race line for the drivers. We aren't getting to that point where I start talking about green flag pit stops. That may or may not happen. Every time I talk about him, caution comes out, so I'm trying to be proactive when it comes to not talking about him. There is overlooking the start-finish zone of New Hampshire. You see Fred, the Barney Flagman, a.k.a. Barney for the iRacing platform. I call him Fred from the beginning. I call him Fred the Flagman. I didn't actually know he had a name until, I don't know, about 6, 7, 8 months ago. They were talking about it on one of the iRacing forums, and then I saw it on the, I think it was Podium or another stream that I was watching. I think it was on Coke. It was one of the Coca-Cola series races that I was watching. They called him Barney and said that was his name in iRacing, and was like, well, that takes away from him being Fred the Flagman. I think Fred the Flagman works better. Or Fred the Flag Person. Fred the Flag NPC. All right. Hydrate break, folks. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like, follow, subscribe button on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We are live on all three. Very soon, iRacing will be only on Facebook and YouTube. Twitch is going to become my hangout zone. We're going to make that for our personal gaming streams only. So you'll be see me on Twitch during the day whenever I have my streaming schedule worked out for that. And then at night, we'll have our iRacing on Facebook and YouTube. Most of you folks like to watch on Facebook and YouTube. So we're seeing that be the demographic. But we're still going to be doing some streams on Twitch. So stick around on Twitch. We might still just simul stream on Twitch as well, or quote unquote restream on Twitch as well. But we'll see. Andrew Phipps trying to be faster here, trying to push a little bit more of that envelope as they start digging here. They're about 20 laps on the stint. They came out on 70, went back to on the restart on 74. So about 20 green flag laps. See about 0.6 of a second lead for the 17. It's closed in the 1.1, 1.2 second lead that he had. 2.2 back is Stryker. They try to get just a little bit faster. Ramsdale to fourth as he works to get around. And Spicy not far off, 4.8. Trying to dig. Creighton and Brock, they are very close to each other. We'll keep it on exciting. Let him go. Kevin Savoy still on pit road, getting the left side taken care of. Must have done more damage than I would have initially thought. Fred the flag bearer, born in North Wilkesboro, third of his name, 9th generation flag bearer. I like that one. See? That's what I would have thought. That's exactly what I would have thought. I call him Fred. That's what I've been calling him. According to iRacing, he actually has his own Twitter account too. Barney the Flagman, hardest working person at iRacing. I never waver from my post. A track near you at iRacing.com. During NASCAR's iRacing events over the past couple of months, the flag waver, or Barney, as he's become known, became something of a cult hero to the point where even NASCAR itself honored him before the real racing resumed. So they call him Barney. I like it. Nothing wrong with calling him. I just think it fits better. But hey, you know what? If NASCAR and iRacing call him Barney, that's why I call him Fred the Barney Flagman. Nothing wrong with that. Linnell Phipps, close hit battle, close in tow. Last 5 lap times here for the drivers. Bunnell faster, only on one of the last 5 laps. Andrew Phipps faster. I think Jesse has been working on trying to save here. Kevin Savoy leaving pit road now. There's one driver ahead of him. Coulter, Hammond out. Hazel is going to be out as well. Bunnell faster this last time by. Racing guy. Appreciate you bet on the Twitch. Let's see. John Joe giving us a like. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. New Hampshire digging. Yeah, there's some good racing going on tonight. There was some typo things going on there from my end. My chat thing was all weird. New Hampshire. Full dig. Bunnell, Phipps now closing in that distance. 102 of 150. I don't think they come to pit road until 110. Try to make it an even 40. I think that's something they can do here. 40 and 40, that'd be interesting. Phipps, Ramsdale to third. Striker going back a spot here. Battle for the lead rages on. They dig. 12 to push the boundary on the inside of the 17. 17 is going to have the drive line in here, trying to protect his lead. 12 up near the 17. 17 to dig back. Phipps still trying to work. Both of the drivers, different race lines here. 17 is going to be a little higher up on the race line. 104 of 150. 17 still leads on the high side. So when I talk about a single lane here, the drive line can be everything. That high side can defend. 12 enter the door of the 17 a little bit there. And a little net code did that. Good racing, clean racing for both the drivers. 17 free a little bit there. Not going to make this any easier. 12 is going to have to back up the corner here. You see the braking zone. It gives a downshift perspective. 17 back on the high side, but Nell still leading here as these two go to work. Phipps still trying to get around him. Phipps still trying to work the corner. 17 tight off the corner. Not going to be able to get to it up near the wall. 12 way down the racetrack. He's going to try a slide job here. I see the setup. 17 back to the inside. Slider coming right there. 17 back to the corner. He's going to get right back to the inside of the 12. Race line cooking. (17, 12). 17 back to the inside. 12 back to work now. As I think downshifting is what is helping the 12 right now. Andrew Phipps to the lead. Brake line adjustment. Hooking up the corner. These two duking it out. 17 back to the inside. 12, 17. I think at this point, Bunnell just needs to let the 12 lead here. Stop cooking the tires all that much. Yeah, he's shifting. Andrew Phipps Down to the corner, down to the corner. Downshifts midway through the corner. Stays in third all the way until about right there. That's the difference on the race line. Andrew Phipps on old tires. Outshifting his competitors. Now 0.3 of a second faster. Third gear. Ramsdale to third. Stryker coming to pit road at 1:11 of 150. Andrew Phipps last time, 31.91. Brandon Porter to pit road. He's leaving pit road right now, the 11 and 13th. Kevin Savoy trying to truck through the field right now. 1.3 second difference since Andrew Phipps took over the lead. Three drivers at pit road: Ramsdale, Crownover, Mark Creighton. Andrew Phipps, Jesse Bunnell, Rich Holland, Joshua Brock right behind him. Anthony McPherson's going to be in that 4 and 5th right now as Andrew Phipps comes to pit road. Ooh, a little dicey getting to pit road there. As Jesse works around one more lap. 1:14 of 150. Rich Holland to second as Joshua Brock goes to the inside. Spicy to the high side, able to defend the race line here. Brock, tires below the yellow line. Close to going around there. There's the top 6 drivers have yet to come to pit road. Bunnell is coming around. Holland might come in this time. He is going to come in. Ooh, free. Hopefully got himself down. He got a little bit free right there. Anthony McPherson will think about pit road as well. Jeff Pless is going to stay out. Pless good on the long run. This is how he's been able to finish in the top 5. Brandon Porter is going to be a driver here that's going to have new tires. He's going to go to the inside. This is Jeff Pless is now your race leader. 1:15 of 150. Pless put the field a lap down doing this a week or so ago. And Stryker is going to be in front of Ramsdale, Crownover, and Brandon Porter at the moment. Strickland goes to third. Phipps and Bunnell leaving pit road. Andrew Phipps only has a 1.5 second, 1.6 second lead over Bunnell, trying to find himself into his race pace. Jeff Pless coming to pit road. 10 seconds the difference now as Andrew Phipps comes around. Phipps runs a 30.8. Bunnell need to hold on for another 34 laps. Stryker giving it a 110, finding himself a 40-lap stint here. Top 3 nights, not a bad night. Ramsdale inside the top 5 again. Crownover is going to be back up in the mix. Spicy leaving pit road, tires and fuel. Anthony Crownover only taking right sides here. Trying to prove that's all you need. This is Ramsdale in front of him. Spicy right there in that 6th spot, trying to get inside the top 5. Joshua Brock still trying to push the boundaries here. William Stunt running his fastest lap of the race, surrounded by the 54 and the 22. 54, Mark Creighton's going to be a lap down. And runs his fastest lap of the race at 30.80. The driver's starting to pick up some speed, but there's Andrew Phipps. Driver's in danger of going multiple laps down here, even with the race pace continuing. 30.92 for Phipps as Bunnell tries to play catch-up here. Andrew Phipps able to downshift through the platform. As there goes the 9 of Donnell Williams. There's a lap down here. How's everybody at Super Speedway Week been treating them? That's what I want to know. Caution comes out, and Anthony Garland, Joshua Brock involved. As we'll take a look, see what happened. Dang, oh dang, oh dang. All right. 81 down to the bottom. Ooh, I think 81 was coming to pit road. Hold on. Far chase. Let's look here. I think he was committed to pit road. Yeah, because the last time he was on pit road was lap 100. I wonder something was going on there. Here's a look. It's the inside the cockpit of Anthony Garland here. He's committed. Yeah, he's trying to turn down to pit road here. Or he's either that or he's just trying to commit to the bottom line to have a low line exit. Joshua Brock just got right into him. Donnie's your lucky dog. He comes around, gets back on the lead lap. Andrew Phipps right there. Came out of 113. He holds a spot near and dear as Rich Holland. He came in, took some fuel and maybe some right sides. Jesse Bunnell did the same thing. Caution in New Hampshire. Third one of the race. Ricky, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Some drivers are trying something different here. Joshua Brock will no doubt with the EOL there. They're allowed to come to pit road, though. So that's a confusing portion right there. I guess, it's not that confusing. He is on the lead lap. He's going to come to pit road. I do believe he should receive the EOL here. Or getting in the back of the 81. Same style of situation that happened to the 81 earlier that put him a lap down. He's been struggling since to get back on the lead lap. Still going to find himself a lap down, trying to work on the car. Had hopes of being the lucky dog there. Because of it, was unable to get himself back around. So Donnell Williams is going to be your lucky dog. He'll be the 11th driver on the lead lap. James McRae, Anthony McPherson, and Mark Creighton. So Mark Creighton and Anthony McPherson, there they are. They are going to be one lap down. William Allen is going to be multiple laps down as well. So Garland still scored a lap down here. Single file restart, similar to what they did in the golden era of racing. Double file restarts didn't really start happening until after 2003, I do believe, if I'm correct, or after they changed to the Gen 5 car. Race line, folks, thank you for all the chats tonight. Will be 25 laps to go here. And drivers trying something different. First driver to do so, this guy right here at 35. Green flag. You cannot pass before the start-finish line. The 15 forcing the 17 to change lanes. The 7, you cannot change lanes before the start-finish line. That is insane. Look at this here. Here's from the look of the 15. 35 through the gears. The 15 kind of nudged the 17 there and forced the 17 to make that lane change. Hopefully the 17 does not get a black flag out of that. Bunnell to second already. 22 into the mix. It's William Stump. Rich Holland back to the inside. 35 digging. 28 right there. 15 of Stryker back a spot. It's going to be able to dig once again. 15 back to the inside. Heavy into the brakes. 3 wide on corner exit. 28 of Anthony Crownover goes around. Crownover right there in the mix. And the 15 big run off the corner. And Stryker digs. Crosses over to the 35. Almost takes the nose clip off the 35 there. 15, 35, side by side. If I'm not upset, this is when I'm upset. Holding on. Crown over to the inside. 22 taking advantage of race pace here. This William Stump came in on 112. He's dropping pretty heavily here. There's a whole lot happening. Andrew Phipps still trying to hold on to the lead. 0.6 of a second lead to Jesse Bunnell. Bunnell, newer tires. But Andrew Phipps somehow, some way, somehow keeping up. I don't get this race pace from the 12. 15 to third as Holland digs to the bottom side. 28 digging back. Anthony Crownover digging 4-car little sprint right here. 97 of Ramsdale. It's going to be able to just kind of compete, naturally compete, working his way forward. Brandon Porter there in the 11th spot. 7th. He's in the 11. He is 7th, up 4 from where he started. He started 11th. Right now, Bunnell, 20 laps to go, digging. So tires, no. The .exe program, no. I mean, they didn't really run that much before that caution came out. So, I mean, he could still have a lot of speed. He's been the king of downshifting. But now that leveling is starting to happen, 9-lap difference on tires is still a 9-lap difference on tires. No matter how you look at it. On these ARCA cars, he's already downshifting. You're seeing 2 or 3/10 of a second gap start to shrink. 17 digging, 12 is downshifting here, trying to keep that race pace even. 31.21 on this last lap. 19 laps to go. 17 is going to have to find a way to dig this one out if he wants it. Stryker to third, forcing his hand there early, being a little bit early on the throttle. Part of the league rules, you cannot change lanes before the start-finish line unless you're avoiding an accident. Well, they were third, fourth, and fifth in line. 35 tried to dig into the corner there. The restarts usually check up that way. So the 35 drops back to fourth here. 15 in third. Anthony Crownover trying to work his way back forward as well. Very fast on this race line. Ramsdale right there as well. Ramsdale into 97 trying to hold on. Ramsdale trying to make it inside the top 5. Caution comes out. Anthony McPherson involved. Coulter Jr., Donnell Williams. All right there. Here's a look. Four to the bottom side. Gets into the back of the 3. 99 gets hit again. So Donnie trying to avoid that. 4 drops down in front of him. 'Tis the way it is. Andrew Phipps, Jesse Bunnell, Stryker. And right now, Andrew Phipps either comes to pit road and commits that race line because they all still have a set of tires. Tries to drive himself with 15 laps to go around the field. Or he holds and tries to hold position for the green flag pit stops here. James McRae should be your lucky dog. I'm not. If I was the rest of the field, I would not have gone to pit road. Right now, if anything is looking at what's been said here, Jeff Pless, your race leader. McRae should be your lucky dog. Mark Creighton should look for a free pass here. If I was the rest of the field, I would not have come to pit road. If you're trying to beat Andrew Phipps, you don't come to pit road. Crownover taking right sides. Phipps coming off in front of Jesse Bunnell, Joshua Brock, Rich Holland, Strickland here. You let Andrew Phipps go to pit road by himself. You put 11 drivers in front of him, and you call it a day. If you're trying to beat Andrew Phipps. 4-3 to pit road. 81 comes to pit road as well. So does the 99. Anthony Garland will be your lucky dog next time by. Maj, yeah, I mean these guys put on a good show. It's just sometimes they've had cautions and sometimes they have not. This is one of the cleaner races that they've had in a while. The attendance is getting down to the end of their season, so drivers are starting to kind of fall off. The top 3 in points have kind of stepped away from the field a little bit. So each race has been pretty much dominated. If you think about this, 21 of the what race week are we on right now? Forgive me, folks. 21 of the 31 races that have been ran. We're on the 32nd race and it hasn't been decided yet. But all but 10 races have been decided by 3 drivers. That's enough for some folks to say, I'll have a shot in the dark when it comes to points. And that's why I encourage folks to not focus on points and focus on your finish, but focus on having fun, and that will make the racing that much better. 48, 28, 12, 17, 1, 15, 35. The drivers look to Have to watch their race pace. We're talking about 12-lap difference on tires, a couple of cautions thrown in between all of this. Fourth caution of the race. MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. Go look them up. I encourage you to do so. Give them some work for me. The reason why you have a lot of this is because of Brock and Coulter. They do these paints and have some fun with it. But more specifically, it all started with MCI Graphics and then JB's Paint Shop helping out with that as well. 48 goes. Green flag. Jeff Bless, Anthony Crownover. Strickland and Brock, side by side. Strickland gets around Joshua Brock here. Spicy right there in the mix. Brandon Porter up there as well. Jeff Ramsdale try to dig back it again. Crownover going around the outside. Andrew Phipps trying to dig to the bottom. Crownover in the mix. 3 wide on corner exit. Caution. Plus was still your race leader there. McPherson, Coulter Jr., William Allen involved. Jeff Bless, still your race leader. Able to hold on. And this is about a battle of who wants it. Here's what happened. 4 to the inside, digs into the corner. Got some heavy right side here. Coulter Jr. gets up underneath the 4. Folks, I'm done. I'm done. Anthony makes the pass cleanly here. Yep, it sure was. I can't say it was, but I can't say it wasn't. And he drove straight through him. This was the caution prior. Gets in the corner, gets in the corner. To look at this one. I want to look at this one. So he was to the outside. This was a battle right here. This was on 129. 4 to there. 3 battles back. 3 had a run on the 54 on the inside. 4's up high. Let's look at this one right here. Corner entry. Far chase. 3 digs in the corner. Digs in the corner. Digs in the corner. And the 4 gets right back to him. That was the drive line into the corner for the 4. I don't know, folks. It is what it is. Let's call the rest of this race. It's happened. So I've seen retaliation from drivers in the past, and I've always said that if you're going to go out there and you're going to make a fool of yourself to do it, if that was retaliation, that's ridiculous. There's no reason to do that. Don't do that to yourselves. You can be kicked from the service. You cannot retaliate on iRacing or you will lose your service. League race, official race, it does not matter. You are not allowed to retaliate. Hey, whatever. Plus, out front, good restart. Andrew Phipps, new tires, ready to go. Crown over to the backside, 17 to the inside. 7 laps to go here. Caution comes back out. William Stump involved. He's turned backwards. Here's what happened here. What the absolute... Come on now. A jump in the start of the race. Cannot change lanes. 97 there, 22 there, 22 down to the bottom of the wall. Comes up the race line, gets into the 35. There it is. Jeff Pless, your race leader. This went from one of the best races that they've had and showed some clean, different lines, different strategies, lots of different things happening. Kevin Savoy getting involved and getting free. You know, just things happening to... I don't know. McPherson, your lucky dog. Anthony Garland, last driver on the lead lap right now. We'll look at this restart here. The 22. Clearly looking to jump the restart here. Leans back a little bit. Sees it, goes to the inside. The 97 was going down there as well, but, you know. I was just assuming that the race line was supposed to be what it was. How about a natural green, white, checkered? It's natural. Might as well. How long can Jeff Pless hold on to here? 2 to go. 12 pinches the 48 back. 48's going to battle back here. 12 goes around. Jeff Bless wins. No, he doesn't. Caution comes out. Big caution. I thought this was the green white checkered. Nope. Well, we do have a green white checkered. Hold on. That's just far chase this. Tell you what, Jeff was defending the high line here. They get a little contact out of it. 12 on the corner. Oof. Makes it very close. Makes contact. Just back up the corner, makes a little bit more contact. And because of those checkups right there that he had to have, Bunnell, who is back on the inside here, is going to be unable to stick out right there. And that was some tight running. I thought the 12 and the 48 were going to have a good run there. I think the 12 had to get out of the throttle one more time. Well, then 17 gets to the back of him, turns him. There's more racing than anything there. Just bad timing for both the 12 and the 17. No doubt we're trying to duke it out for the end of that one. So Phipps comes to pit road. Mark Creighton's on pit road right now. He's got some heavy damage. Garland trying to brake here. Locks up the tires. Would have been your lucky dog. Could have been unable to be your lucky dog now. As they all just do the thing. Bunnell going to come out on 11th. Jeff Pless, Anthony Crownover, Michael Strickland. The 1, 2, 3 at the moment. First attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. Got to see Jeff pull this one on. I agree.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Only one attempt at a green-white checkered here, folks. And this will be definitely tough work for Jeff Pless. He needs to hold on. Such a great race going, and then there's cautions coming out here late in the run. New Hampshire's a great racetrack. It becomes tough here towards the end of the series to see just how much these drivers have to battle. Jeff Pless, Anthony Crownover, Michael Strickland. Green flag. Pless in through the gears. Caution comes out. Jeff Pless wins. Anthony Crownover second. Stryker's going to be third. And here's what brought out the caution. Check up, check up, check up, check up, check up. Oh, big checkup. 4 goes around. Spicy kind of drives through him. Hold on. We're going to go back from the cockpit view. Single file restarts are difficult here. Good restart for him. He's in the gear. Just, had to check up and lift out of the gas. And tell you what, Holland could not do anything about that. Ooh. Whoa. Did not see that coming. Jeff Pless, the 48, is going to get the victory here. Able to hold him off on the restarts. And I tell you what, he deserves it. Absolutely 110% deserves this. Don't spit him out. Let him burn out. Take a look at your race results here. He's going to burn it down. Jeff Pless, your race winner here. Anthony Crownover in second. Michael Strickland in third. Joshua Brock finishes in fourth. Ramsdale in fifth. Donnell Williams, Andrew Phipps, Jesse Bunnell, James McRae, Richard Holland all the way through 10th. McPherson in 11th. Brandon Porter is going to finish 12th. Garland 13th. Allen Creighton, Stump, Coulter Jr., Kevin Savoy all the way down there to 18th. Last couple of drivers there, of course, had some rough starts at the beginning of the race. Connor Hazel and John Hammond digging at it. But Jeff Pless does it, and is very deserving. Hopefully we get the chance to talk to him. Let's talk to Crownover first. As Anthony Crownover finishes in second, does a phenomenal job of just trying to maintain, pull some strategy out of there. Walk me through your P2 finish here, my man.
Oh, how we doing, Jason? Man, that one is heartbreaking. I got to tell you.
Heartbreaking or not, it just seemed like it was. I don't know. You had a good dig. I mean, trying to find new strategy. I saw a couple of times take it 2 tires, trying to make sure that you did something that was going to put you in a better race line position. Couple of cautions after good long stints, and then that last 20 laps is interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I could have got around the 48 with I had newer tires once. The other 2 kind of wrecked themselves out of it. I thought I was sitting pretty good there. Wish we could have had a go at it, but got involved in that early incident where the lap car wrecked in front of me, got some damage. Came back from that with some strategy, and you know me, I try to just stick around in it till the end and see what happens.
Well, you did that, Anthony, and buddy, I always appreciate you. You're a hell of a racer. You got a lot of talent, and my man, P2 finished. Not to be ashamed of. You did a great job today. Give your shout outs, my man.
We ain't going to be ashamed of it. I got to shout out Pro Rev Sports, my race team. A couple of my buddies joined up in the league tonight, Connor and James. And just looking forward to the end of the season and starting next season off with them. Shout out to you. You do great as always. And shout out to the league for putting it on. Thank you.
Always. Anthony Crownover, the man. Actually, the first race I ever called you were in.
That's me.
And we're coming up on 3 years here in just a moment, man.
I know our baby's getting old, ain't it?
That's right. That's right. Eventually, I'm just you're gonna have to take custody.
That's not fair.
Anthony, we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, y'all take it easy.
As number 28 comes home, P2. Let's talk to your race winner. Jeff Pless is going to be your race winner here. Let's make sure. Jeff, you do have permission to talk in here. Make sure you're not muted, my man. Can you hear me? No, come on, Jeff, come back. Are you unmuted? Hold on, let's see. Do you have push to talk on? Hold on. Something's going on. Jeff, can you hear me, sir?
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Hey, dude, you held off the field.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I've not won an iRacing race in over a year. But I love racing with these guys. Man, they're so good. I can't believe it. I'm 58 years old. This is one of the greatest moments of my life.
Dude, fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
You stay out, and you know you're going to have to hold them off. And we saw how the cautions kind of came and how they kind of happened. I mean, were you just hoping that they'd wreck each other enough, or were you just trying to defend? I mean, you did a great job defending the line on Phipps there, getting out of 2, trying to make sure you run that second lane to be able to keep him down, force him to turn even with new tires. And then that, of course, checks up the inside lane, gets Bunnell into the back of him, and you hold on there. What were you going to have to do in order to ensure this victory?
I got to tell you, I started out racing here to get top 20s earlier in the year, and then I've been seeing top 10s. I've been really happy with that, and I didn't think anybody was. I thought I was going to pit because I was, I don't know, 8th or something like that. I was pretty far back in the field. When I saw everybody coming in, it was just a classic. I need to do something different. And then when I was up front, I was thinking, man, I hope these tires hold on. But I only had like 10 or 12 laps on them. But I was just shooting to stay in the top 10. I really wasn't even thinking about a race win. Jesse Bunnell said something great to me under caution, though. He goes, man, go get this win. Go do it. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I need to be a little more aggressive. And with Phipps, on that last restart, he was all over me. And that was all I knew I could do, is he was really low, that he'd have a hard time coming out of there. And I was, I saw in the rearview mirror there was spinning behind me. But man, these guys race so good. When I saw their names behind me and that I was first with a couple laps to go, I'm like, this is just crazy. There's just no way. I didn't really expect to win.
Well, you did, and you're deserving of it. And I said that on stream as well. You're very deserving of this win. It was hard fought. You did what you had to do to make sure that you kept the lead. Twice the caution comes out. You were 3 wide when one of these cautions comes out, and you had literally inches and to be able to control the restart, be able to have that. Jeff, yeah, I mean, you did everything. Congratulations. First win for me here with you. And of course, my man, give your shout outs. Always a pleasure. And it's your time, man.
Okay. Jason, thanks so much for what you do. I don't know how you came into this league. I mean, if you know how I came into this league, but, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. He's going to be so mad at me. The cable guy, the 19 car, he was overworking on my cable and saw my setup, and that's what got me into this whole thing. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And Josh does a great job, and all those guys that run up front. But I'm just a small 1-car independent team up here in the mountains in North Carolina, and these guys are just so good. But thank you. I really, I'm just so happy to be a part of this.
Jeff, it's always a pleasure, my man. And I tell you what, you're good at Nathan Dillard. Yeah, Dillard.
Nathan, thank you. I didn't expect it. He goes, man, check this out. He showed me on my phone, because I said, I know it sounds stupid, but my cable connection's dropping and I'm iRacing. And his face lit up all of a sudden. He
Yeah.
gave me excellent service. Man, it's just been so great. What a chance for something to happen like that.
Always. Jeff, my man, I look forward to seeing what you do in the future. And don't be a stranger.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Always. 48 gets the first win and nails it. Everything that he did was right. Michael Strickland was your pole sitter today. He's going to finish P3 after a hard-fought race and back-and-forth driving. Strategy was there. A whole lot of talent around you. And, man, that one was... you put yourself in position here. Tell me about your race.
Going on, Jason? Pleasure to speak to you again. It was a fun race today. A little anticlimactic there at the end. We would have liked to see it gone green. Overall, the racing was awesome. The car was pretty good and neutral. I wasn't as good as I wanted to be on the longer run, which kind of hurt me there, some of those longer runs. But it was just, we tried a couple different lines, a couple different braking points. Nothing was really working. And there at the end, when Jesse and Andrew got collected, it kind of put me in the catbird seat there with the fresher tires with Anthony and Jeff up front. So I was hoping that we could go green and maybe light them fireworks and see if we could get a better finish than we did. But we're happy with third. It was a good run.
It looked like it was a good run. It looked like you were having fun. I mean, of course, that's always a catch-22 at a racetrack like New Hampshire. This is a track you're very familiar with. You win at it. I've seen you win at it. I mean, you went out and put out a 30.60 for your qualifying time. That was insane to watch. And then your fast lap was exactly that as well. What does it take to run on the long run? I was watching Phipps. He was downshifting to third about halfway through his run and just finding the drive off. What does it take to run this thing?
So see, that was the thing that I was contemplating. The car set up for fourth gear, and I was wondering if everybody was downshifting around me. I was almost certain they were. I tried it a couple times, but it was upsetting the car. I wish I would have been able to. I would have set it up properly during practice to be able to downshift. Not sure if that was the decisive factor in those longer runs, but it definitely would have felt like it would have given us at least another tool in the tool chest. But as far as what it takes to run around this place. This is a rhythm track. You're hard on the brakes. You're trail braking. You're trying to save tires. It's a multi-groove track. You can run to the bottom. You can run in the middle. There's some speed up top. Jesse and Andrew were real good up top. They were able to run in it. I was running a little bit deeper than them, but they were getting all their speed out the middle, running that higher line. And I tried running it a little bit with them, but the car just wouldn't do what they were doing. So I just went back to kind of what I was doing, which was driving in a little bit deeper and trying to hug the bottom. But that's all it takes is just consistency and saving some tires and putting yourself in a good position, and you'll do good here.
It's an ode to the wall trip. Michael Strickland gave you shout outs, my man. Congratulations, P3 finish.
Thank you, Jason. It's always a pleasure to get to talk to you. Every day is a blessing. We want to thank the Winston team out here. These guys are top notch. We appreciate everything that they do to allow us to race with them. Very, very talented group of guys. Signature Esports for broadcasting, VIP Tires and Service for being the main sponsor here. They're very special to the Winston team. All my friends and family members, anybody that's out there that's was rooting us on today, we appreciate it. Maybe next week we can get a W, but we'll take third today.
It is the factor here. Good race, Mike. We'll talk to you later, man.
Thank you, sir. You enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh, it's 15. He's got my favorite number. It is the way it is. But Jeff Pless comes home and makes us all proud in the 48. Congratulations to Jeff on all of that, folks. I'm going to have a long talk with the league. I will see you Friday. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow on Twitch, but tomorrow during the day on Twitch, but I will see you mostly on Friday. Hopefully y'all have a fantastic day. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Don't wreck each other. Don't retaliate. Don't do what you need to do because it can ruin everything that you're doing. Brandon, thank you for appreciate everybody being out there. Much love. See you in the next one.